Hello, this is my final assignment for the final project for CIS 101. And for this assignment, we had to take on the role of a VP of a publisher of software training books. And so there are different series of books that are, for the different types of Microsoft software, the Word, Excel, Access, PowerPoint, and Windows in general. And we're looking at the quantity of books sold and having to create a series of functions to calculate different things based on the quantity of books sold and the number of books returned. The first item that we had to calculate was the percent returned field. And in that field, I simply made this simple function, which was the field E7, the number of books returned, divided by the quantity sold. And that resulted in a decimal number, which I then formatted to be a percentage and copied the formula all the way down and was able to get the percentage for each of the books returned. Then following that, using the net price, I was able to calculate the net sales. The net sales I calculated by looking at the making a formula that subtracted the number of books returned from the books sold using the order of operations formula, and then multiplying that by the unit price, because this difference would have told me which number of books were actually the net sales by multiplying that by the price. And these are the numbers that I copied the formula down for that too. Finally, I calculated the author royalties using a blocked reference formula, fixed reference here of G2, which is the royalty rate, and multiplying that by the figure in the net sales to get that. Now for the bonus, I had to do something a little bit creative. I used an if logic formula, and using the fixed reference of the bonus amounts, which was 500, and if it was true, they get 500. If it's not true, they get no bonus. So this was the result. It showed up as it should have. However, when I tried to calculate the author earnings, I got some error messages or no value because of these no bonus items. So I created a second if logic formula and used the specific amount, saying that if the item in the column, if the item in the bonus column equals 500, the bonus amount, then you would add the royalties and you would add the bonus amount, and you get the author earnings. In the event that it does not equal, if that is not true, then you simply put in the total of the author's royalties and no bonus. So I had to use a second logic formula to calculate that. Finally, we had to go into the series sales to make a chart, and which I moved to its own sheet. So I formatted the sheet, made a pie chart, formatting it so that you could actually see the numbers of the percentage, and then you highlight it, you get the specific value amounts, as you can see there. And that represents, for each area represents the value. You see what the dollar amounts is specifically in relation to the percent, and then I chose my own colors. So it was nice to see all of the things that we learned come together. Okay, I think I've made the video too long, but the only question I would have is if there was an alternate way. I tried to be creative to find a way to calculate this figure in the column, and if that works, but if there's a suggestion for a better way to do it. Thank you so much.